Well, good morning, Twitch. I'm happy to see you here. Hoping all you guys really love this game as much as I do. And so we shall begin. Alright, so how far were we? Got all the stuff done? Let's go see if we can't find the secret. I might be able to. Again, keeping an eye out for... And we're going down here to do a quest that, it isn't listed. Fighting monsters. Fighting monsters. And that is exactly where we're going. The Amberl Tower. I believe there should be a treasure. No, there isn't. Wouldn't know that there was anything here if you didn't do some exploring, which... There's some treasure. Fighting monsters, there's those little green ladybug things. And yeah. So, how was your guys' week? This past week? This past week was pretty good for me. See a tear bomb? It's empty, but you notice something carved on the bottom. It says, the secret password is Chairman Meow. Yeah, I had a pretty decent week. Got some work done at my job. Yeah, just hung out here. It's kind of nice. Being able to stay home and work from home. Yeah. Make my own coffee. You guys, what sorts of coffee are you guys into? I personally like Kriegler stuff. It's some pretty decent coffee. Doesn't taste totally like crap. But, hey. You know? Still tastes like coffee, though. What? Let's see what treasures there are here. Falcom has some great music, as you'll soon find out through my playing of this game, but yeah. This game has a kind of just chill atmosphere. Just looking for treasure. I was playing Xenoblade, finally. The one with the what the crap? There aren't any treasure chests on this? That does not seem right. On the fourth floor, and there's
We're good to.
And the Nopon in that game are this little funny thing that they say about finding treasure. Just kind of reminded me, the talking treasure kind of reminded me about that. Finally got around to playing that Future Connected. Played the first Xenoblade game. And the second one. I played maybe about halfway through X. Xenoblade, that's another great game, or that's another game with great music. It's not quite as atmospheric as this game, but still really good. You can really jam out to most Xenoblade themes, and in the first game, for those of you who have not played it, this will be kind of a spoiler, but like the opening theme kind of sounds like kind of makes it sound like it's going to be just like a total bummer fest, because it's very soft and, you know, kind of mellow, and you think, man, is this going to be a really sad game, or what's going on? And then you get into the game, and the first part is like has a sad moment or has a sad like theme to it. But then you get into like the main game, and you kind of, for a moment there, you don't forget about the sad point because it's constantly brought up, but like the rest of the game doesn't really trek too far into the like sad elements. Right up here on the roof. Thought there was supposed to be something up here, but maybe that's not until later in the story. I might have jumped the gun there. What the? Are there two monster chests up here? That seems a little bit weird.
We're good to
I guess there were. There's supposed to be something else. Yeah, I took the wrong staircase up here. Now? Oh yeah. Yes. Trying to find what it was. Yeah, I probably jumped the gun here. I'm glad that there are so many monsters, but I'm also kind of pissed because ah yes. Can also speed these battles up, which is nice.
We're good to go.
Can see why they said beware of monsters. Yeah, that surprise attack is kind of bull crap.
That's that.
Here's that is the only way up. So then, yeah, I definitely missed something. I'm just gonna run. I'll get my points for fried eyes and eggs. Sounds delicious. Too many monsters. Too many monsters. Oh yeah, I forgot to. Limit 1 per adventure. Dev team. Of course the dev team want to limit my happiness. Why do there have to be so many monsters? I'm sure they're all weak-ass monsters. But still really annoying. Yeah, I think it's later on. Yeah, I'll probably have to come up later. Because our good friend, the professor, I think, makes an appearance here. It will be kind of nice to, It's empty, but you notice something. Ah, the Chairman Meow thing. I think next time I come here, I'll still check all the... What the... Cool. I need to change Shira's. I need to change Shira's position. She is our glorious leader, after all. There we go. Now I will skid out of here. And we shall talk to the mayor. The mayor of Mayerton. Fudge. There's one enemy I hated through the first playthrough. It was these guys. Mainly because of that.
We're good to go.
All of them did that. Why don't we go south even more?
We're good.
Hey, is that a shiny palm? No. Ah, Valeria Shore. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Are you all here to stay? Let's see, not exactly. Well, that's too bad. The scenery of this place is beautiful, and a refreshing breeze blows through here all day long. I guarantee that you'll find it relaxing here. Please visit again Please visit us again when you have a chance. Let's see if there are. Let's see, the smelt, the boiled miso, the grilled rainbow, the rockfish skewer, and the salmon Meunier. Might be Meunier, not sure. I'll have to look that up. Oh! Is that you, Scheherazade? It's nice to see you again. I haven't seen you since the last time you were here during your training. If it isn't Annalise, what are you doing here? Well, we had a request to exterminate a monster in this area, and that's just what we did. Oh, really? So, how's your swordsmanship been coming along? Have you started mastering the use of that weapon? Please don't even ask. I'm still working on that. By the way, Scheherazade, are you here on a job with the guild? Yeah, something like that. Although the job's a little different from the one you're handling. Is that so? This region has been plagued with a number of incidents. Please be careful yourself. Hopefully I can keep that voice consistent. And again, I shall look around. See if there's anyone here. It does not appear to be. Or on the back patio. We'll be coming here later for story purposes. For story purposes. But she'll see what people. What a refreshing breeze! Just taking a stroll around here feels so good. I believe there should be. Ah, that's not until later in the story. Now, thought I was being all smart coming down here before the story called me to, but looks like I was just being a silly dummy. But hey, I got to try my Annalise voice, which I have to review to make sure that I do it correctly. Starting to get really tired of this shit. Stone hammer. The hammer glamour.
Let's move.
Piece of cake.
I'd rather it be a piece of pie, personally. I'm more of a pie fan. It's usually a little bit more fruity and therefore a little bit more healthy. Although cake is still good. Especially that devil's food cake. Devil's food cake. That is my favorite cake.
Piece of cake.
Wow. Good afternoon and welcome. Take a look around and see if there's anything you like.
So I'll be running the show starting today, huh? Excellent. Now it's time to make some real money. Yeah!
I haven't seen my boss around recently. I wonder if he's gotten sick or something. Now we are on the north block. Now we shall go to where the mayor lives. Which I think is right here. Yes. Wow. Now this isn't isn't this a gorgeous place? Check out that crazy expensive looking chandelier. Calm down, Estelle. It looks like this is the mayor's place, alright? Now I just wonder if she's home. Oh, do we have visitors? Welcome to the Bose Mayor's residence. May I ask who you are, please? We're with the Bracer Guild. The mayor made a request to the guild, and we've come here to inquire about the details. Well, I had heard from the mayor that we would be expecting you. However, I am sorry to inform you that the mayor is currently out at the moment. She has gone to worship at the chapel. When do you expect her back, sir? Well, let me see. Actually, I would imagine her to be making a return any moment now. Well, we're kind of in a hurry to meet her. You think it would be alright to call her at the chapel? Well, I don't mean to inconvenience you. Don't worry, it'd probably save the both of us some trouble. But if you don't mind me asking, what does the mayor look like? Like the typical wealthy person, big hat with feathers in it, dripping gemstones from every pore? Feathers? Gemstones from every what? How colorful, but quite off the mark, I assure you. How would I describe her? Should I say she looks splendid, or should I say beautifully mature? If she could just find the right man, then I could retire in peace. Huh? Never mind. I was just thinking out loud. Ah yes, this may help. The mayor has a maid accompanying her. That might be the easiest way to find her. The mayor is being accompanied by a maid, huh? That sounds easy. Let's hurry and head on over to the chapel. Get me to the church on time. If I remember correctly. This is the chapel.
Oh, there you are. You're the maid we've been looking for. And you are? Estelle, that wasn't very polite. My apologies, we're with the Bracer Guild. We're looking for the mayor so he can confirm the details of a job she requested. Oh, I see. Please let me introduce myself. I'm her maid, Lila. I see to the mayor's daily needs. Being served hand and foot, huh? The worlds we live in are really different. So where's this mayor, if you don't mind me asking? Didn't she come here to pray? She's plain hooky from her religious duties. Huh? I'm sure she's probably in the middle of inspecting the situation at the market. She took off after telling me to pray for her too. I don't know how I should say this, but the mayor seems like she's quite a unique personality. Ha. Well, doesn't she sound interesting? Even if it weren't for the mayor, I'd be kind of intrigued. There's no doubt that she's a capable person, although she does have a bit of an unrestrained aspect to her at times. Anyway, I'm on my way to meet her right now. I don't mean to sound impolite, but would you mind waiting at her residence? I will let her know that you are there. I don't know how I should feel about going back there empty-handed. It'd be alright if we came along with you instead? Come with me to meet the mayor? Well, yes, I guess it's okay. Let's make our way over to the Bose Market then. Now, of course, we aren't going to do that right away, because I'd like to see her battle skills. Where are you all headed? The mayor's in the Bose Market. Wow, this place is really busy. Huge. Wonder where the mayor is. Well, she does stand out in the crowd, so I'm sure you'll find her right away. Oh, just as I thought. The two of you should be absolutely ashamed of yourselves. Trying to force all that price of food at a time like this by buying it all up. You're not fit to be merchants in Bose. Man, we were just thinking about to increase sales for the Bose Market in general. I don't want to hear any more from you. If it were other products, it would be a different story, but being undue profits on necessities will lead to negative publicity for the market. Return these goods to their original prices at once. Oh, alright. We'll do as you say. Now, I don't down your passion for the Bose Market, but I want you to understand this. Commerce, when you put it right down to it, is the established relationship and trust between people. And believe me, if you do business with that in mind, you can become wonderful merchants in Bose. Yes, ma'am. We'll do our best. Phew. Madam. Lila, so you came, huh? I'm sorry you had to see that side of me. Actually, you did a wonderful job, as always. But never mind that, these people are here to see you. Please come back home immediately. Oh, that emblem is... Could you be the braces I requested? Yep, that's us, but... Does this mean that you're... Hey, forgive me for not introducing myself. My name is Maybell. I'm the owner of the market and the mayor of Bose region. This restaurant looks super expensive. Are we really going to have a meeting here? Often use this place for business meetings. The food is quite good, too. I tell you what, though, I had heard the mayor of Bose was a woman. I never imagined you would be this young. Based on that alone, I would guess that you're like 4 or 5 years older than me. Actually, I still feel like I'm nothing more than an unworthy successor to my father. My late father was a previous mayor, and all I did was inherit the rights to the Bose Market, and the political foundation which he set up. That's a rather unvarnished self-evaluation if I've ever heard one. After all, I'm just the daughter of a businessman, so there's no sense in getting high hat about that. Anyway, would it be alright to go over the details of my request with you again? Sure, that'll be fine. Well, what I'd like you to ask is you to investigate the disappearance of the missing airship and bring closure to the incident. I'm of the opinion that the bracers would bring about much more desirable results concerning this incident than the Army is currently producing. The reason being, we are not fighting a war. We're trying to find answers and solve a mystery. Well, I, for one, would be honored. Don't you think that you're overrating us just a bit? Just call it a businesswoman's perspective. The fact of the matter is, an influential businessman was aboard the airliner that disappeared. In addition, if the Royal Army continues to keep the Bose airspace as a no-fly zone, business is going to suffer. And just when business has been booming, prior to the Queen's birthday celebration too. I see. So this is an economic appeal, right? Yes, and it's something which I can't trust to be left up to the Army alone. So what do you think? Will you accept my request for your help in the matter? Well, we have our own reasons for wanting to investigate the incident, but we'd like to accept the job, but the Army has actively been trying to exclude bracers from anything having to do with the incident. So, don't suppose you could pull the mayor card for you, would you? Maybe show the answer who's running the show. Excluding bracers, huh? This must have something to do with General Morgan, then. That man has disliked bracers from the beginning. So, you know the general is Mayor Maybell. He's a friend of my late father's. Tentatively speaking, we have a passing acquaintance with one another. So I may just be able to do something for you. Meaning? Lila? Yes, madam? I guess this should be sufficient. Here, please take this with you. What's this letter for? It's a letter of request to General Morgan. It is to inform him that my request for information about the incident as the official responsible for the region. I think this should be enough to get some information out of the way. Out of the Army. I see, but I wonder if Bracer Hagen General will even meet with us at all. I think it would be a pretty safe bet, as long as you hide your identities. You'd probably be best served in saying that you are messengers for the mayor. Don't know if I like the sound of that. Feels like we're lying or something. It's not lying. We would just not be telling him everything. Since it's a time-sensitive situation, I think we should be practical about it. Yes, you're right, Joshua. By the way, where do we need to go to meet General Morgan? There's a fort called Hocken Gate at the international border on the north of Bose. Should be able to find the general there. Alright, everyone. I'm counting on you. You best leave everything to us. You best leave everything to us. If we find out anything, we'll come and let you know. I'll be looking forward to your good news. Goodbye, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Alright, so let's get going, shall we? The Hocken Gate is at the end of the Eisen Road, north of the East Bose Highway. In short, we need to head out the East Gate and then turn north thereafter, right? Alrighty then, Hocken Gate, here we come. But first...
So you're going to meet General Morgan at the Hidden Gate, are you? To be honest, I was glad you were taking on this mayor's request. Recently, we've been dealing with a lot of accidents, or incidents, involving monsters. Although none of the incidents are very big, all of my bracers here at the branch have been tied up with them. And frankly speaking, since I had a free hand, I was thinking about asking for assistance from one of the other guild branches. Looks like we're going north. Going up to Alaska. And you are? Wait, weren't you with the Bracer Guild? Heh. Too bad, not today. Today we're here on official business. Still produced. This is Mayor Maybells. The mayor has requested that we come to speak with General Morgan about the status of the search. As you can see, the document is official. But if you don't want to let us through, I'm sure you'll be hating life later. I guess there's nothing we can do but let you through. Are you serious about this? Don't you know, Mayor Maybell is one in charge of this entire region. You can't just ignore that. I guess you're right. Alright. We'll grant you permission to pass, but make sure you don't cause any problems. Whatever happens, never forget that we share a border with the Empire. Yeah, get it already. Alright then, let us through. We're gonna hack a loogie at the Hacking Gate. And we are going to avoid the monsters as much as we can. Unless there's a shiny palm. Oh, unless I looked up to the map for one reason or another. Whoa. A monster who I can take out with one hit? It's interesting.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Still 2 EXP though. The Hacking Gate. It's time to hack a loogie. It's probably Hawking, but... So this is the Hacking Gate. It's freaking huge! It's freaking huge! Of course it's huge. It acts as a sole entrance to the Empire. It's a rampart that protects Liberl from foreign threats. After it is destroyed in the war 10 years ago, a much more robust wall was built in its place. Standard military reaction. Bigger equals better. Which means that beyond this point is no longer Liberl. Yeah. It's the territory of the Erebonian Empire, which stands beneath the emblem of the Golden Stallion. The Erebonian Empire. Well, enough staring for one day. Let's go meet with General Morgan. There's some barracks right there to the side of the gate. Maybe we'll find him in there. Okay, let's go. Before that, I want you to remove those brace emblems you have pinned on your chest. Things won't be pretty if General Morgan sees those. Oh, forgot all about that. Somehow I feel a little weird doing this. Yeah, there's something just doesn't feel right about this. Don't worry, that's proof that you started adjusting to being a bracer. Are we going to Hakalugi? Ah, it's one of my favorite characters. But first, I'm a merchant from the Erebonian Empire, and I'm on my way to Bose. Looks like we don't talk to him. The blonde-haired man over there is rather handsome and well-dressed, but after talking to him, I found him a little odd. Ah, yes. What a surprise! This is my first time eating Liberal's cooking, and it was rather delectable. I'm glad you liked it. Out of town, there's a number of other places where you can eat. Great liberal cooking as well. You enjoy this trip of yours, alright? That I will do. Believe me, if this is the kind of food I can get in a border dive like this, then I truly am in for a feast somewhere in this land. Well, excuse me for having my bar here at the outskirts of the country. Before you go feasting on the finer things, how about a glass of wine? I know you're not high-end exactly, but the taste is worth the price. Well, then maybe I will. Do you think this guy is? He looks like a traveler from the Empire, if you ask me. Man, this wine is quite good. If this is called cheap wine, then Liberal must be a wonderful country of taste. I think this only adds to Queen Alicia's prestige as a ruler. I'm thinking about visiting the Empire. Doesn't look like anyone's here to fill out the necessary paperwork for leaving the country, though. Well, it doesn't really matter to me since I live my life on a whim. In fact, the only reason I decided to travel to the Empire is, well, because it occurred to me. How in the world did you guys get through? The barricade hasn't been lifted on the Eisen Road yet. We came here on an errand for Mayor Maybell from Bose. Do you think you can get us to see General Morgan? Well, that's understandable. In that case, I should definitely get you in to see the General, but unfortunately, he's out at the moment. He's actually spearheading a number of searches right now. Looks like our timing was bad. What happened to have an idea when he might return, huh? I think he'll be back sometime today. There's a bar on the red stop over there, so why don't you wait here there for him? I'll let you know when he gets back. The bar? You mean the place we were just at? Why is there a bar in a place like this anyway? Obviously, because this is the border with the Empire. The screening across for those entering and leaving the country is really strict. So there are a lot of travelers who have to wait quite a bit. That makes a lot of sense. In that case, it's understandable why you would need facilities like an inn and a bar. Well then, we shall take you to up your suggestion and wait over at the bar. Let's talk to him again, just for funsies. There's a bar at the rest stop over there, so why don't you wait there for him? I'll let you know when he gets back. Oh, fine.
Good day to you all, my fine friends. You appear to be citizens of Liberl. May I ask if you're traveling to the Empire?
Nope, we're just here on an errand. We're not traveling to the Empire.
You appear to be a citizen of Erebonia yourself. What about you? Are you here to visit the Liberl Kingdom? No, I'm glad you ask. I am indeed a visitor in Liberl, for work and for pleasure. And you say you were running an errand, but I can see your true colors. I know exactly who you are.
Who we are?
Indeed. You're Bracers, no?
How'd you know? We removed our racer emblems. Wait, are you trying to tell us that you're in the same profession?
It's true that there are guild branches in the Empire, but actually, I'm not a bracer. I just know several people in the guild, that's all. And there's an air about you that reminded me of them, so I just thought I'd ask.
Those are excellent delective Riesling skills you got. I don't think an amateur could have picked us out of a crowd like that. Are you sure you're a traveler?
Ha ha ha. Please don't look at me with such suspicious eyes. Those cold, flickering eyes, Vamber, just like a glass of exquisite brandy. You just make me want to kiss you and hold you in my arms.
What?
You're a bold one, aren't you?
Wait a minute. Are you one of those men who likes other boys?
I can't help myself when I see something beautiful standing before my eyes. Daughters of serenity, sons of elegance, supernal melodies and cleansing landscapes, masterpieces and stories to move the soul, and last but not least, the most exquisite in food and drink. Well, things such as these are that which pique my interest.
So, you're a pervert, just like I thought. Yep, definitely a pervert.
How dreadful is that genius is misunderstood in every generation. I feel as if my delicate glass heart is about to be broken. You, with your magnificent black hair, please comfort me in my time of need.
I'm gonna have to pass. You already scarred me for life as it is.
I've heard strange conversations in my life, but this one is worth remembering. The look on that kid's face. Ha!
Hey!
Hey, you three. Oh, it's a soldier from earlier.
The general has just returned. I just spoke to him about the matter and he said he'll meet you now. Really?
Yeah, so
come to the barracks with me immediately. Wow, that was much quicker than I thought. Yeah, now at least maybe we'll be able to find out what's going on.
Okay then, let's be off, shall we?
What are you following us around for?
Your timing is excellent. You didn't miss a beat exiting behind us. It seemed almost natural. Scarily so.
Ha! You noticed.
Everything about you just seemed so interesting. I thought I'd take a gander. Please don't mind me. Carry on, my good and gent and mademoiselles.
Of course we're going to mind. Now get you. Shoot! Shoot!
Scrooge.
Who was that guy?
Seriously, what was his deal?
He's not normal, that's for sure. Getting rid of that weirdo is probably better not only for ourselves, but a service for the world at large, too. Now let's hurry and meet with the general.
But first... At the LNS shop, I had to travel here on foot. Now how long do they expect to keep a merchant from the Empire, such as myself? I've even finished reading the book I brought to pass the time.
Holding on to it is just going to add to my load, so I'll gladly give it to you, free of charge. Here. Carnelian Chapter 3. Now you see why I was kind of obsessive about talking to him. All the customers here are off-duty soldiers and travelers waiting to enter or leave the country. Most of these customers have been here so long I know them by sight. So have you changed your mind about taking me with you? In your dreams. Such a cold-hearted creature, for being one so young. After the 100 Days War ended, not a lot of people here wanted to travel to the Empire. I'm sure there are still a lot of complex feelings for many people here in Liberl. I could hear some arguing. Was there some sort of problem with another traveler? No, nothing big like that. That aside, could you let us meet with the general? Yeah. He's inside. His office is the last door on the left. Make sure you don't go wandering around in other places where you're not permitted. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to wander in other places where I'm not permitted. I was supposed to be off duty today, but then we received an order to maintain ready status here at the vault. Yawn. I was involved in the search for the missing airline until late last night, so I'm dead tired. Boy, don't I relate. And then I will go upstairs. Because of what happened 10 years ago, all the guards here are really tense. I hope we never have another breach of the gate by the Imperial Army. The border is always confronted with threats of the Empire. Therefore, we must be extremely prudent in our actions, whatever we do. Otherwise, it could possibly give them a pretext to invade again. The prison. The door's locked. The end of the hall on the left. Looks like this was the general's room. Alright, here goes nothing. Are you here on behalf of Mayor Maybell? That's right. Very well. Come inside. Thank you for seeing us. I'm glad that you came. My name is Morgan. I've been tasked with guarding the Haken Gate by Her Majesty Queen Alicia. It is an honor to meet you, sir. We are here on behalf of Mayor Maybell. Please pardon our intrusion during such a busy time. There's no need to apologize. I've known Maybell since she was but a child. I couldn't imagine ignoring her request, much less one from the mayor. Alright then. Would you please read this first? So this is So it's about the missing airliner, is it? Under ordinary circumstances, that information would be strictly confidential. But considering this is a request coming from her, I'll tell you everything I know. Sweet. Why are you happy about something that doesn't concern you? Crap. Should have kept my mouth shut.
The mayor appears quite distraught over the situation, so we wanted to do anything we can to assist her.
I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that she has been blessed with some good people around her. Let me get right down to things and explain the status of our search efforts.
Please do.
The airliner Lindy disappeared on its way to Roland. After taking off from the Bose landing point. Presently, we have units searching all areas of the region. We have yet to come up with anything.
So, what you're saying is the possibility of the incident being caused by monsters or an accident is fairly slim, right? An airship of that had crashed. Likely would have been discovered in the initial search action.
Yes, that's exactly right. In fact, the flight route between Bose and Roland goes over some plains, that allow a commanding view of the land. And of course, the probability of the airline going down in Valeria Light or the ocean is extremely low.
Boy, am I relieved to hear it's probably not a worst case scenario like that. So, if those two are ruled out, then that leaves the door open to the possibility that the airship could have been taken, right? Which makes me think that the only remaining motives must be to loot the cargo or demand a ransom for the hostages. In other words, a hijacking, right? Also, considering the geographical conditions, it could have been a covert operation carried out by the Imperial Army. And that would be really big news if that was the case. What's the matter, General?
I was just thinking that it's quite an impressive assessment for some civilians. We also considered the possibility that the Imperial Army was involved, so we have enforced strict regulations on the flow of information. An international incident, if taken lightly, could result in another war. But thanks to the small mercies of Adios, the possibility of another conflict disappeared early this morning. A certain organization sent a letter to the royal family in Orbital Ship Co. claiming responsibility and demanding a ransom for the passengers. This organization goes by the name of the Capua family.
The Capua family? It couldn't be who I think it is, could it? Certainly appears to be that way.
The Sky Bandits who've been operating in the shadows in the Bose region are led by 3 siblings at their head. I take it you've heard of them?
Not only have we heard of them, just had a run-in with them at Roland. Just can't believe those good-for-nothing thieves have managed to create such a big incident here in Bose. Still. Oops.
You had a run-in with them in Roland? I'd heard that some of their gang had showed up in the Roland region, but...
I think he's on to us. Yeah, because of you and your big mouth.
I see now. I thought the way you were able to analyze the situation was strange for me civilians. But I never would have guessed that a girl and a couple of kids like you were bracers.
Who are you calling kids? Just for the record, Mayor Maybell did, in fact, request that we come here and talk to you.
Silence, deceivers! Get in here, men.
He looks pretty itty-bitty. So this is how hard-nosed military man acts, huh? What's the matter?
What's the matter, General?
Do these visitors trying to pull anything funny?
These bracers need to be shown the door. Throw them out immediately.
Just what is your problem? Old man trying to brush us off like bugs?
Huh, you're no different. Hiding your identity so you could try and finagle some information out of me. It's because you pull underhanded actions like this that bracers can't be trusted.
Just where do you get off calling it finagling? It's your own fault since you didn't share information with the guild to begin with.
Nonsense! Who in their right mind would leave the incident this big in the hands of a mere civilian group? I swear, of all the stupid things Maybell could have tried to pull, hiring a bunch of kids like this and getting in the way of our search party.
How can you cut with the... How about you cut with the crap, General? Why do you think we had to come all the way from Ola to begin with? It's because when it comes down to it, you military morons can't do your job.
What did you say?
Holy cow. Shara's really pissed already. For the last few months, you've known about the string of burglaries. Seem to be the work of Sky Bandits, right? And who, knowing full well it was them, dumped the workload onto the guild instead of looking into it themselves like they should have, huh? And now, the second this incident happens, you get on your high horse with attitude. And you've got nothing to show for it. No hostages or even the location of the missing airline. Don't you think that's an embarrassment to the entire kingdom?
Silence, girl! The military is an organization that runs on discipline, and does not take action on a whim. Unlike a group I know who didn't think ahead, let the Sky Bandits escape, so enough with your insolence.
So you're really looking for a fight, are you? How sad it is to see such discord. Strife brings nothing to be born, but only extends the barren wilderness within our hearts. Let me sing a requiem for you all, one to soothe your parched souls. A gentle yet wistful tone, to bathe your brittle spirits, and cause the deserts of your heart to bloom. Brightly shooting stars, leaving trails in hello, away to your eyes. This yearning passion, tears from my heart in twain, and the cruel moon marks my pain. If there's a flame, will never be. If this is a single wound will remain in my heart for all to see. Our passion is first and final kiss. Your tears to me are an ember bliss. Let us him your eternal. Haha. It looks as though you understand what I was trying to get across. What is it that is most precious above all? That's love and peace, baby.
I think it's about time for the search party to be returning with their reports.
That's right, General.
I should get back to my duties, and make sure you don't let those kids in again. Oh, and cancel any further checks on their travelers along the Eisen Road. Having these kids around any longer would just be an eyesore.
Right away, sir. He ran away. I wish we could escape. He's still right behind us, isn't it? Ha ha ha! No matter what country you visit, military men lack romanticism. But you lot, on the other hand, appear to appreciate my aesthetic sense. You know, maybe we should get going ourselves. Yeah, good idea. In a bit of trouble, we did manage to get some information. After we head back to Bose, how about we think our future plan of attack? Where do you think... Where are you going? Wait for me, I mean, please wait for me. Let me try and introduce myself again. I am Olivier Lionheim, a wandering bard and musician by trade. As you already know, I am an Erebonian touring your fair liberal. I'm Estelle, and... Hey, wait a minute. Why do we have to introduce ourselves to you? Easy, Estelle. You did intercede for us back there. I'm Joshua. And I am Scheherazade. Things are going pretty heated, but I'm glad you stepped in before something really bad happened. Let me say thanks. Ha. You have nothing to thank me for. I only did what any person who loves beauty and peace would have done. However, if you insist, how about going on a date with me for a day? I'm going to have to pass on that. First of all, I don't have that sort of free time. That's too bad. Alright then, I guess I'll accept Joshua as a substitute. What do I have it to do with any of this? Please don't involve me with your questionable humor. Well, that's odd. I didn't mean it as a joke. Saying that makes you even more questionable. Now, wait a minute! How come you didn't invite me on a date? You? I don't know how to pitch this, but you're a bit lacking. You're a bit lacking in the sexy department. You might want to think about taking a lesson or two from your friends here. Well, excuse me for not being sexy. Just who do you mean by saying I should take lessons from Joshua? Calm down, Estelle. I think you're cute enough just the way you are. I guess it's true you are a bit lackluster in the sexy category. What did you just say? Oh, good grief. Anyway, like I said before, we're busy. I'm sorry there's not a better way to thank you, but we've got to get going. Then how about you take me along with you to the city of Bose? This is my first time in the borough, after all, and I'd like to request a guide. Well, that's all you want, I don't mind. Shira! Now just a second. It's the least we can do, and we're headed to the same place anyway. Plus, acting as guide is one of Embracer's many duties. Oh. Alright, I guess we're stuck with him until then. What if he tries to sink his poisonous fangs of lust into Joshua? Estelle? Don't you worry, Joshua. I'll save you from this perverted tensions if he tries anything funny. What is it exactly you think he'll try? Please don't refer to me like I'm some sort of ferocious beast. I'd rather that you call me a hunter of love. Even Love Stealer wouldn't be that bad of a title either. Are you right in the head? So how about it, anyone? Shall we head for Bose? I'm counting on all of you to get me there safely. Now let us be off. Who died and made you leader? Hey, wait a minute. I'm not done warning you about the grisly fate that awaits you if you sully Joshua's innocence. The road has finally been reopened. And now that I've got my entry permit, I can finally go to Bose. The General's voice is as loud as ever. In fact, we can hear it all the way here inside the bar. Whenever the General yells, all the young recruits come running in here in fear. Just checking. Ha ha ha. So the General's finally let his thunder fall here at the Hagen Gate, has he? No doubt his troops screwed up something real bad this time.
Now it's time for us to go back to Bose. And avoid as many monster battles as we can. Well, they are annoying. And slow. Although, I don't think we've seen that monster before.
Oh, are you done already?
That's that. Let's move.
Yes, Olivier can battle. It's actually pretty good with that gun. Now we shall go back to Bose. Ah. Yeah, we definitely took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Albuquerque. Huh. So this is Bose, is it? It's more urban than I imagined. That building over there is Bose Market, no? Well, you seem to be quite knowledgeable. Are you sure? Are you sure this really is your first time in Liberl? Ha. I was smart enough to buy a tourist guidebook before I left. One published by your very own Liberl News, no less. Ah, guidebook? Do they really sell such things? I don't know how to say it, but we live in a real convenient age. So do you intend to go shopping at the Bose Market now? Yep. After doing a bit of window shopping, I plan to dress up and dine out. According to the guide, there's supposed to be a 3-star restaurant in town. Right. The place we ate at with the mayor, What I mean to say is, I guess this is the place. The Antarose authentic liberal cuisine, or so they say. Indeed. No doubt this is a place. I'm quite looking forward to it. But it's supposed to cost a pretty mirror if you decide to go with a full-course meal. I have to recommend a normal bar any day over this. Worry not, my fine lady. I have brought sufficient travel expenses. And if that's not enough, I'll earn more with my superb skills. Superb skills? You're not talking about your songs and musical renditions, are you? Can you actually earn Mira with that crap? Ha! I've started as a main opera theater, as a main opera singer in the Grain Theater Narbonne capital before. If I remember correctly, I once earned 1 million Mira in a single night. big fat liar. Alright, everyone, good work. I guess it's a farewell until fate brings us together once more. Adios, amigos. What horror have we unleashed upon this poor, innocent city? Is everyone here? Is everyone from Erebony a weirdo like that? I don't think that I like that being the Empire stereotype. Huh? I'm trying to say is, I think the majority of the people they're quite serious. I read in a book that their ethos respect the strong, silent type. So what you're saying is, he's simply a weirdo because he's an artist? Now just hold on there, Estelle. If the artists of the world heard that, they'd be less than pleased. Let's see, we need to report the information we got over to the General. Got out of the General to Luverne. And it would be best if we let Mayor Maybell know after that too. So first we visit the guild and then the mayor's residence. Okay, let's get going. But first, we shall see the scene. Oh, Olivia is it? Yeah. Times certainly have changed, though now. Tourists from the Empire come here to boast of our goods. I'm just not sure how I feel about that. I keep thinking about all the men and women who were lost to me during the war. People who will never come back. No, I understand your feelings. So much that it hurts. But we have a quarter to meet. No, I've had my eye on this for a long time now, and you're simply not going to offer the consideration you should. Try to look at the broader picture here. It's a grand price to offer for after the airships are running again, isn't it? The two of us have been waiting to come here forever now. We worked out a little tushes off, pardon my Erebonian, to save up enough money to afford a meal here. But it was worth it. I wore my best out here to come here, but I hope I don't seem overdressed. I'll need to be careful not to drop any of my tableware. The old market here was quite bare bones, and some stalls lined up in a vacant field, a common flea market. The merchant back then was making even tougher stuff than they are today. Seems like the mayor's family influential as anything, and all the traders of the Trino and Borden households, they all started in that common flea market and worked their way up to what they are today. Not just the food here that's top quality, but the wait staff and service as well. Just look around. You can see signs of the owner's dedication every last detail. Is it true that all our operations of... I suppose I have no choice but to prolong my vacation here then. And since there's nothing I can do about it, why worry? I might as well enjoy while I can. I can chop and eat as I wish. I can spread my capitalist wings and fly. Where did Olivia go? We're currently looking for an in-house pianist. There seems to be no one with the necessary skills anywhere in this whole land. I shall speak with the owner and see about summoning an imperial pianist for the restaurant. Pianist, huh? Well, when they say this is a high-class joint, they aren't kidding.
Come on, Missy. I'm begging you, please let us in. If I could just get a comment from the mayor, I'd be on my merry little way. Yep, that's right, and of course I need a photograph too. I'm sure the mayor would be flattered, but she's extremely busy. I'm going to have to ask all those without an appointment to leave. I hope you can understand the situation. Come on, please. For an incident this huge, we hardly know anything about the circumstances surrounding it. And I have an obligation to inform the readers. But, yeah, what about the readers? We can probably reach double the number if we have the Mayor grace the cover. She's said to be very beautiful after all. Dorothy, why'd you have to go and say something like that? Huh? But it was you who was saying the same thing, remember? You said that if we don't have big news to go on, we could have customers buy the magazine by featuring the sexy mayor on the cover. You idiot! Yes? Well, I'll show you a couple of interesting things. I'll make sure to tell Mayor Maybell about the details of our conversation. At the moment, however, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Wait! This is a misunderstanding. Please leave. Fine. So are we going to be okay not getting a photograph of the mayor then? Please, for the love of Adius and sanity, please keep your mouth shut. Niall! Wait for me! Huh? Good afternoon, Lila. Oh, it's you Braces again. Did you just return from the Hawken Gate? Yeah, something like that. So, those two are just, a bunch of unscrupulous individuals. Really? Those miscreants said they plan to use a mayor to make some quick mirror. But as long as I'm here to protect my mistress, I won't allow that to happen. I see. You're really serious about your job, aren't you? Deadly serious. That's because it's my duty. Anyway, why don't you come inside? The mayor is waiting for you. But first, I'm going to do it in the order requested. Oh, it's you kids. Did you find out anything about the incident? Teehee, you bet. Valuable information at that. The Sky Bandits and the Capital family. You're right, that is valuable information. Looks like we'll be able to decide on a policy for the Bracer Guild related to this. However, I'm surprised to hear that General Morgan is even a bigger Bracer hater than I originally thought. Yeah. I was really surprised myself. In Roland, the job of Bracer is pretty much respected by everyone, so to encounter someone who hates Bracers that much. Don't worry about it. General Morgan is an exception. Under normal circumstances, the Royal Army and the Guild maintain a pretty good cooperative relationship. However, it looks like this time you're going to have to deal with a lot more than you bargained for. Well then, I guess we'll have to try and make steady efforts while maintaining a low profile. Looks like these recent burglaries are the work of the Sky Bandits, right? Yes. Yes. Taking into account the incident in Roland, it's pretty clear who's behind these. All them burglaries is one thing, though, because most of the stuff that's been stolen hasn't been all that valuable. I would have never thought that they would go as far to commit a heinous crime like hijacking the Lindy. Now that you mention it, that is rather odd. The burglary that had happened in Roland was rather mild in comparison. Yeah, and to hijack an airliner and then to turn around and demand a ransom from the royal family. The risks there are greater than any potential reward. In light of that, I think we should probably do a little more on the investigative side. And we shall investigate the upper floors in the Bose branch to see if there's anybody here. It does not appear to be. So, now... I'm glad to see you all again. Mayor Maybell has excitedly awaited your report. Dealing with complaints from the citizens. Late deliveries of goods to the Bose market because of the airspace being a no-fly zone. Servicing the tour facilities. Selecting a congratulatory gift for Her Majesty. Harm incurred by monsters on the new Ansel path. When will all this paperwork finally end? Hello. Oh, you're back already. You look pretty busy, so would it be better if we came back at a later time? Oh, no, you're fine. So you found out something from General Morgan, right? I'd like to hear about it. Good work. Feel like I have a much clearer picture of the situation now. First, there's a hijacking by the Sky Bandits. Now a ransom demand. Situation is much more serious than I originally anticipated. If the General hadn't found out we were bracers, I think we could have learned more, but... Now it's alright, I'm just glad to know that it wasn't a crash. This information, I should be able to take effective countermeasures with the city. Now I need to think of a way to inform the citizen of Bose and deal with the families of the passengers. I imagine that'll be quite a difficult task, considering that you're already as busy as you are. Well, that's just the duty of a mayor. And since the identity of the criminals is now known, may I ask you to continue your investigation of the incident? Of course. That is our job to begin with. We've already had a run-in with these Sky Bandits before. Now we're to the honor of the guild. This very one group we cannot simply leave up to the royal family. Yeah, that's for sure. There's that to find, and then we need to deal with these Sky Bandits once and for all. Huh? What's with the look, Joshua? I was just thinking, and no matter which way I look at it, I just can't believe it. What can't you believe? The dad would get beaten by a bunch of Sky Bandits. Basing my judgment on the ability of the group that appeared in Roland? Yeah, I'm in agreement with you there. Cassius could have easily dealt with a group of that caliber. Come on, Joshua. You too, Shara? We're not giving him any more credit than he deserves. He's pretty good, I'll give you that. I think it would be a bit of a stretch to take on an entire group. Do you mind if I ask you something? Are you trying to tell me that your father was aboard the airliner? Oh, I didn't mention that? I'm embarrassed to say it, but yeah, he was. Not to mention he's a bracer, too. His name's Cassius Bright. Did you just say Cassius Bright? Yeah, why? You know my dad or something? I never met him in person, but I've heard a great deal about him. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. But we might be able to use this to get some information for the army. Excuse me, Mayor. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry, and I can empathize with what you must be going through. If there's anything I can do to help you clear up this incident, then I am at your disposal. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask. Wonder what's up with the mayor. As soon as we mentioned Dad's name, she got all surprised. You're right. I guess I can imagine where she's coming from. The mayor and the general have known one another for a long time, after all. Well, let's not worry about that right now. The real question is, where do we go from here? Just searching around blindly for the airliner or skybags probably won't amount to anything, right? And if that's all it'll take, then the army would have found them a long time ago. Well, what's the matter with you two? But still, you've matured. If it had been the same you as before, you probably would have said something like, let's just count the entire region. I never thought I'd see the day when those words would come out of your mouth either. My heart's too full of emotions for words. So what you're trying to say? You can be so rude sometimes, I hope you know. Haha. We were complimenting you still. Seriously. Unfortunately, unlike Roland, the Bose region is enormous. I'm really hoping for a clue right about now. A clue, huh? Alright, wasn't that Niall and Dorothy we saw in front of the Players News? Seemed pretty star for a story, but you gotta know something by now, right? It's true we arrived in Bose a little before we did, so I think it may be worth talking to him. I wonder where they went. We could continue on with the story, but first... I'll see what, got the salmon lineary. Rockfish skewer, rolled rainbow, rockfish skewer, fried eyes and eggs, grilled misos. Looks like we may not have the rainbow in here. So, that is where fried smelt. There's
There's a grilled rainbow. Looks like we're... Ah. There's still 4 more. There's the drill meatball. Now is the time. That we can go to the I think there should be a monster along this road for us to defeat. Ooh, I got poisoned.
That's that.
Ah. Oh, shoot. Oh. The Amburl Tower. It's one of the ancient ruins referred to as a Tetracyclic Tower. Tetracyclic. Oh, I see. That's why it looks exactly like the Ismailis Tower, huh? I mean, aside from the color and the layer, of course. The atmosphere is the same. What's wrong? Oh, it's probably nothing, but I could have sworn I heard somebody talking. You're right, Estelle. It looks like. Do you think it could be? Maybe taking a dew tour every once in a while isn't a bad idea. We have just netted ourselves something big. Looks like we need to investigate, so let's be cautious.
Seems you came up short.
Yeah, see this chest again. You know.
Oh, are we done already?
Are there any other treasures?
We're good.
Yep. Third floor. $169. Oh yeah.
We're good to go.
In my opinion. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's that. Let's move out.
Thoroughly clean up this floor. Yep. Just playing this. There does not appear to be any treasures on this floor. Which is unfortunate. We go up to the 4th floor. Whoa, there's a chest I didn't see. Don't touch it, it's empty! I think there are a couple chests on this floor. I didn't really re-examine. Gotta re-examine all of them for a trophy, so. Hoping this is somewhat entertaining for you.
That's that. Let's move out.
Go up to the 5th floor. You know, this is not the way to take care of Grr.
We're good.
Oh, it's that guy again. Yikes! Hell!
Oh, are you done already?
Oh, thank you. You'll save my fate. Well, if it isn't Professor Alba. It was all tense because I thought I might be in the Sky Bandits. Oh, ho, ho, ho. It's been a while now, hasn't it? You know this guy? Yeah, he's a scholar who's been investigating the towers in the Lib Earl. We were escorting these reporters. We ran into him at the Ismailis Tower. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Here it looks like I'm being rescued again. We were talking earlier. Is there someone else in here with you? Oh, goodness, you heard that? How embarrassing. It's a bad habit I have whenever I'm doing my research. If I don't say what I'm thinking out loud, I can't collect my thoughts. Oh. So you're just talking to yourself, huh? Yeah, we're all a little crazy sometimes. At any rate, we best save the chit-chat for another time. Should get out of this place before more monsters come looking for a snack. Eh? You're leaving already? Why, is there a problem? My research here isn't finished. Oh well, in that case, take as much time as you need. Still, Joshua, we're leaving now. Mr. Researcher says he can find his own way back to town. Eh? Wow, that was scary. She totally threatened the poor guy. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm ready to leave now. Teehee. They're definitely best when they're so agreeable. Hey, it's still Joshua. Let's go, pronto. Okay. Good grief. Our chest is empty. How depressing. The chest is empty because someone came and took all the stuff out. You wouldn't know who did that now, would you? Oh, come now, Professor Alba. We know you're better than that. Don't we? I'm going to do like I did before and run away. Run away! I got one of those.
That's that. Let's move out.
Friggin'.
That's that.
What the crap? Just wanna get out of here, get out of this place. Please start recognizing my face. Ah. Actually, on second thought, I shall go and use the bathroom. So, I will be back. I thought I had clicked on my mic when I got back here. I guess I just sort of clicked a little bit to the left or to the right and didn't get it. What the crap? Was that? I wonder how long that was. Down. Hopefully not too long. Anyway, the plan is to get back to town, get this all reported, and then to close up for the town, get another chapter of Carnelia written, or read. Because that's what we do after we get a chapter of Carnelia. Also, I've never really fully read through Carnelia the entirety myself. I think I might have done it once when I was playing the third, but it's fun to do it this way. Good work. It looks like you managed to achieve your objective. Come back if you have anything else to report. Now with that, we will save. And we'll get to reading Carnelia, Chapter 3. Representative of the Septine Church. The train barreled on, almost flying through the thick veil of fog. Droplets of water splattered across the window glass, extending out like transparent veins, and continued to wriggle back and forth under the pressure of the swiftly passing wind. Placing the temple of my head against the glass, I stared blankly down at the tickets in my hand and rubbed the two of them together between my fingers. I would be traveling by train to the border city, far south of its imperial cousin, and then to reach the Liberal Kingdom, I would need to transfer to an airship. Both of my tickets were first class, but not the highest end seats available. The passenger car was nearly at full capacity, but for some particular reason, nobody had seated themselves in the space next to mine. As I mused about my empty seat, it occurred to me that Micht might have purchased the spot ahead of time, leaving it vacant on purpose. There's no doubt in my mind that he was being paid handsomely to make sure all this job was done, and done well. Will you be traveling to the Liberal Kingdom, sir? Right around the time my trip on the rails had passed this halfway mark, I was met with a sudden question, and set up with a start. My eyes searched for the one who asked it. There, standing in the aisle, was a single woman with a radiant complexion, beaming down at me. She wore a coat with overlapping buckles, secured slightly above her breast, and appeared to be in her mid-30s. Gingerly bending my knees and pointing my finger at the NPC beside me, she asked, "Do you mind?" With a tilt of my head, she indicated the rear of the passenger car, where the smelling smoke saturated the air and softly muttered, "The smell from the tobacco smoke is just dreadful."
Wordlessly, I nodded and dragged my bag from its place on the floor, moving it over by the window to the opposite side of my feet. The woman expressed her thanks and delicately sat her down in the seat next to mine. For being a perfect stranger, she talked on endlessly. I appropriately reciprocated the conversation by saying that I was on my way to the Liberal Kingdom on business as an ordnance specialist. Her story was that she was on a mission of mercy for the church and had an errand to fulfill in the border city. Just so you know, some people sometimes refer to me as Sister, she went on. Of course, it's just a nickname. She recrossed her black leather boot-clad legs and let out a sort of surprised titter from the back of her throat as she made mention of this. Sister Cornelia was her nickname. We continued on in this fashion, subjecting ourselves to a variety of idle banter. And as the time drew on, the sun overhead began to dip in its arc, crossing the celestial meridian and descending into the west. Each time the moving train cleared a grove of trees, the entire vehicle, passenger cars, and all was bathed in a warm apricot hue, flooding into the cabins, creating a majestic spectacle. I gaped at the coruscating effect. In doing so, locked out with Sister Cornelia right at the moment. The brilliance of the sinking western light seeped into her rich brown irises, causing them to give off an exquisite rubescent sparkle. The glimpse made me wonder if the origin of her nickname was somehow related to the color of her eyes being likened to a cluster on a polished carnelian stone. The drain gradually began to decelerate, and Sister Cornelia returned to her original seat in order to collect her bags. As a matter of habit, I checked my bag and ornament and filled both the junk paper covered package and the magical device fastened onto my trousers inner pocket by a series of chain stitches, exactly where and how I had left it. The woman's voice came over the intercom announcing that the train would be arriving on schedule and that the rain schedule would be expected at our destination. At the conclusion of the announcement, a number of disappointed sighs could be heard coming from among the front rows of seats. Raindrops pattered against the windows outside as the looming silhouette of the overcast city came into view. The station signal lamp emitted an angular light, which was scattered with a refractive effect by falling droplets of water. There came a spine-chilling metallic sound, followed by the jolt of an orbital Adling's reversing thrust as the locomotive at the front of the train lurched to a halt. Over the loudspeaker came another announcement, asking passengers to ensure that they did not leave their baggage behind. And with that, several people stood up and crowded to the aisle, watching a station worker in uniform as he waved a small flag amidst the falling rain. I picked up my bag and rose to my feet. I crossed paths with Sister Cornelia as I attempted to step into the aisle, but then she tried to step aside and allow me room to pass. She suddenly tripped and fell forward. Grabbing on my shoulder for support, she picked herself up and with an embarrassed smile let me by. I gave her a short bow, in line with general etiquette practices, then headed for the exit ahead of her. Following my lead, Sister Cornelia shuffled along closely behind me, so close in fact that it felt as if she would step on my heels. Something about it just didn't feel like. Instinctively sliding my right hand in my pocket, I searched for my ornament, but the brass feeling I had grown accustomed to was nowhere to be found. In an instant, I felt my arm being twisted behind my back, and someone or something with incredible strength. The sleek sound of a blade being unsheathed, and a warning prick of the tip of my back indicated the seriousness of the situation. "I have what you're looking for, Toby," whispered Sister Cornelia in an almost inaudible tone, her lips barely moving just behind my right ear. "Let's not try anything either, shall we? I hate to get your afternoon spoiled any more than it's going to be." To show that she meant business, Sister Cornelia lightly altered the angle of her grip on my wrist, causing an explosion of agony that sent sparks flashing behind my eyes.
And with that, I will bid you guys adieu. See you later.